Have you ever wondered what it was like to be a doctor in ancient Egypt? To diagnose and treat using nothing but natural remedies, incantations, and the knowledge passed down through generations. Imagine standing in a city that pulses with life along the Nile, where the sun beats down on the earth and the scent of incense fills the air as you walk to your next patient. Welcome to the Timeless Brew, the podcast where we delve deep into the stories that shape the world. In this episode, we're stepping back over 3,000 years to meet Peseshet, one of the earliest known female doctors in history. Peseshet's world was filled with medical mysteries, ancient spells, and fascinating treatments that may seem strange to us today, but were groundbreaking in her time. Join me as we walk through the bustling streets of Memphis, Egypt, and explore the life of a woman who combined science and spirituality in her practice of medicine. It's another sweltering morning in Memphis, Egypt. The sunlight brightens the Nile, casting a golden glow over the landscape. Peseshet, a doctor known as a Sunu, checks her supplies: honey, garlic, cumin, acacia leaves, cedar oil, all essential ingredients for her healing craft. She's no ordinary healer. To become a Sunu, Peseshet first trained as a scribe and studied the sacred medical texts held in the Per, the House of Life. Now, she is a teacher herself, training the next generation of doctors and scribes, passing on her knowledge. But before she can teach, she has a patient to see. On her way to the House of Life, she's called to the temple construction site. A laborer has injured his arm, a clear fracture with multiple bone fragments. It's a severe break, known as a sed, a bone fracture that can be especially dangerous. Peseshet acts quickly, binding and immobilizing the injury to prevent further damage. Her next stop is the House of Life, but on the way, she's intercepted by a woman in distress. Her son has been stung by a scorpion. Peseshet has seen many similar cases and knows exactly what to do. She begins by reciting an incantation, invoking Serket, the goddess of venomous creatures. As she speaks the words, Peseshet channels the power of the goddess herself, calling upon her to drive the poison from the boy's body. The ritual is a vital part of her treatment, but she doesn't stop there. She uses a knife to cut out the poison, just to be sure. After the scorpion sting is dealt with, the woman asks Peseshet about something else. She suspects she might be pregnant. Without missing a beat, Peseshet offers a simple test. She tells the woman to plant 2 seeds, 1 barley and 1 emmer. Every day she should urinate on them. If both plants grow, she's pregnant. And if the barley sprouts first, the child will be a boy. If the emmer grows first, it will be a girl. Peseshet's methods may seem unusual today, but for her time, they were a combination of ancient wisdom and practical knowledge. She also recommends a prayer to Hathor, the goddess of fertility, to ensure a smooth pregnancy. By now, it's time to head to the House of Life. As Peseshet enters, she passes by Sisi, a priest doctor. She greets him politely, though she has little respect for his high-ranking position. Sisi is a Neru Pahut, or herdsman of the royal anus, a role so bizarrely specific it can only be understood as the guardian of the royal family's private matters. It's a position Peseshet doesn't envy. Inside the House of Life, the atmosphere is as bustling as always. Scribes, priests, doctors, and students are hard at work, surrounded by papyri containing records of all sorts, not just medical knowledge. Peseshet's son, Akhethetep, is there too, diligently copying documents. He is a promising student, well on his way to becoming a scribe like his mother, but he only had the opportunity because of his mother's influence. Without a family in the profession, it would have been nearly impossible for a boy, or any girl, to get an education in such a specialized field. Peseshet oversees all the female doctors and students in Memphis, while the male doctors have their own supervisor. The men won't take orders from a woman, but Peseshet doesn't mind. She's used to the challenge. Today, she's teaching anatomy. She quizzes her students on the metu, the body's vessels responsible for transporting blood, air, urine, and even bad spirits. Her approach is direct and practical, essential qualities for a doctor in such an ancient, knowledge-rich society. Just as she's preparing to leave for the day, a pale, thin woman approaches her. The woman has a large, painful lump under her arm, and she desperately seeks Peseshet's help. Peseshet examines the growth and realizes it's cool to the touch, hard like an unripe fruit. She's never encountered an ailment like this before, and the texts offer little guidance. In fact, all the medical records give the same advice: do nothing. With a heavy heart, Peseshet delivers the bad news. There's nothing she can do. But this doesn't discourage her. As she steps outside the House of Life and watches the city at dusk, she knows that her work is far from over. Soon, the Nile will flood again, bringing life to the soil and a new crop of patients. Peseshet's story is a reminder of the remarkable knowledge and resilience of ancient practitioners. Though much has changed in medicine since her time, the challenges of treating illness and the complexity of the human body remain timeless. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history on the Timeless Brew. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, stay curious and remember, some stories never age.